Welcome to This Week in West Hempstead, sponsored by Spiegel Law PC, 516-873-1683, Tiffany Dry Cleaners, and Reister's Bakery. Here are your hosts, David and Norm. Take it away, gentlemen.
All right, thank you, Dan, and welcome to This Week in West Hempstead. Norm, what's going on?
So gas prices are down, temperatures down, and the politicians are hitting the street.
Yeah, and we got 4th of July coming up. We got a lot of fireworks and outside barbecues and hide your kids, hide your dogs. So yeah, I saw on Sunday JB Carelus was canvassing the neighborhood. I just so happened to be walking outside and I saw him, and it was really great. Elections are still coming up in November. But here's a politician who's really just going out there and meeting people. I love it.
Yeah, I do too. He's starting early. He's answering questions. He's discussing things with you. It doesn't happen that often.
Yeah, especially in July when it's super hot out.
Moshe Hill also, I think, is starting to shake the trees.
He had some kind of event the other night. I had a wedding. I couldn't make it. But,
I think it was on Tuesday at the Legion's Hall. Yep. He had a kickoff fundraiser event. Bruce Blakeman was there, supervisor candidate John Ferretti, former Congressman Anthony D'Esposito, former Assemblyman Dov Hikind, and you know what? The politicians got up, they made their usual speech and all that stuff. It's interesting to see Anthony D'Esposito, and some interesting news out of Newsday about him. It wasn't even news; it's in their opinion piece, but. He was put up by Trump to be the Inspector General of the U.S. Department of Labor.
Right.
But it never really happened. It got delayed. I mean, with Trump, everything goes like real quickly.
Well, somebody's trading him off probably as part of a deal.
So that's it. So the insiders, according to Newsday, suggest that Senator Lisa Murkowski of Alaska kind of just like traded her vote for the big, beautiful bill to delay D'Esposito's nomination.
Well, that's just a piece of it. I mean, she cut her own deal, unbelievably her own deal, in order to get that legislation passed. Because without her, it wasn't happening. Yeah. And she got everything waived that she wanted waived. This is politics. This is how it works.
Politics. You don't mean to tell me that somebody held something back just that they could get some benefit from it?
Look, she said straight out, look, I represent Alaska. I know I'm an American too. I'm not happy about this bill. It sucks, but I'm for my people in Alaska. That's why they sent me here. Yeah. And I cut the deal that I needed.
Yeah, exactly. So
I'm sort of surprised actually, because I mean, God bless Mr. D'Esposito. I didn't really think that an appointment to this relatively obscure post would be something somebody would hold up over this. But I guess you use whatever leverage you have.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and the facts are the facts. It hasn't moved forward. So there you go. Switching to education, so the school year has wound down, and the West Hempstead School District had a 97% graduation rate. So I think that's really incredible. And the way that they break it down is 67% are going to a 4-year college, 23% to a 2-year college, 3% to trade school, and 2% to the military. I think that's exactly how it should break down. I mean, it's
fantastic. And kudos to the Department of Education.
Yeah.
This is what you want to see from your kids. The majority going to college, everybody, moving on with life. It's great. Yeah. It's really great.
And there was a total of $3.1 million in scholarships that have been awarded. So congratulations to the seniors who are graduating. Fantastic year, and can't wait to see what they do next year.
Well, the superintendent's making some changes next year with the cell phones, right?
Yeah, well, it's not up to him. I think it's a statewide...
the whole state's doing it?
State, or is it... Here's a county. I'm not sure.
Well, it's district-wide for sure.
Well, we'll have to look it up. But the bottom line is you can't bring your phones into the classroom in the school district.
Right.
This is just starting July 1st. Really hard to enforce. But you know what? Honestly, I think it's really important. The phones are just so completely distracting, and for that one phone call that the parent has to make every once in a while, you call the office of the school, and they get a hold of the kid.
And the issue is with social media. The kids cannot put it down, not for a second. And so they're texting to each other all day long.
Yeah, I think that's true for adults too, but I will say that, I mean, from my kids, and my kids are out of elementary school for a while, but Har Torah, that a lot of people in town send to, had this policy. The kids would come in the morning, anybody who had a phone would drop the phone. They had these pouches or bins or something. So I'm 100% behind it, although I will admit, having been in the secondary school, the coverage, I mean, you can't get any service in there anyway, but that's a separate question.
Yeah, there's a whole bubble over that whole building.
And on that internet enabled phones, the elementary schools can't have that at all.
Yeah.
You can't even lock that up in your locker. They don't want you on the
They should be learning. You know what? When you look at social media, and I'm not going on a rant, when you look at social media, you look at the AI garbage that's now there, where half of these videos aren't even true. There's no facts, there's no nothing. Why do kids have to be subjected to this, including bullying and all sorts of other nonsense? So please, turn your phones off for a few hours.
Yeah, let's call out, by the way, there's a couple of exceptions here. Kids with certain special IEP or 504 plans, health needs, there's translation in case a parent has, needs second language, whatever it is. So, but again, I think all of us are really well behind this change.
Yeah, I remember when I taught this after-school program at the school district, and there was a Chinese kid that couldn't have been here all that long, and everything I said, I'd be talking into his phone, and then it'd be translated, and I thought, this is insane, but you know what? It actually worked.
It's very cool.
We were able to communicate pretty good.
Yeah, they sell these translators as well.
All right, well, you know what? Let's take a quick commercial break.
Hi, I'm Jeff Wenger, owner and operator of Tiffany Dry Cleaners. We've made things even easier. Schedule a cleaning pickup just with one click on our new app or website. And don't forget, we offer free pickup, delivery right to your door. Tiffany Dry Cleaners gets it just right.
And we're back. So, Norm, Halls Pond. It should be like the most beautiful area within West Hempstead. When you first come to the community, you see it. The gazebo, it's in the background that we have here. It really speaks to Halls Pond, speaks to the beauty of West Hempstead. Why is it such a crap hole?
Because they don't maintain it. They didn't put any money into the town. Once it gets cleaned up, it looks beautiful for a little while, and then it fills up again, and it's garbage.
It's not maintained. Someone went on Facebook and she went on a complete rant about people fishing and catching turtles and all sorts of nonsense. How someone could even fish in that area? I mean, there's 2 inches of water. I mean, what lives in there? It stinks. It's horrible.
I don't really understand why anybody would fish there, number one. And number two, why anyone should care if someone else fishes there. What's the difference?
There is a sign that says no fishing, so, I mean, technically you're not supposed to fish.
I don't know. What fish are there? I mean, have you seen a fish? I'm living here 25 years. I've seen one fish.
I don't know.
I think it was dead.
You're more likely to catch some kind of disease in there than you are any kind of fish. I'm kind of figuring it's going to be like those people, go out to the beach and they collect clams. Yeah. So they're wearing boots and then they're walking across the ground. That's what you're going to do in Halls Pond Park. And again, you're going to catch something communicable.
I don't know. And, she was going on that, that these people are going to be arrested or whatever. They don't arrest people for anything around here, let alone for fishing. I mean, maybe you take them to, Bellevue or something.
You could shoot somebody, there's no bail. What do you think they do to them if you catch a turtle? Seriously, you want to arrest somebody for that? First of all, they'd laugh you to death.
Yeah.
100%.
I'm a turtle. Anyway. So over at the library, they're doing a whole bunch of renovations, actually starting today.
No computers, right?
No computers, and of course the library will be closing July 4th. Not clear how long it's going to last, but they did have extensive damage when they had the flooding, and I think this is part of the fix-up. So hopefully they'll just make it better.
Right.
I will say I saw somebody actually in one of the privacy booths, so I guess somebody's actually using them. And the book sale is going on. By the way, this is an unbelievable deal. You can literally go in there, take a bag, fill up it with as many books as you want to buy. It's $1. I'm not kidding. I threw 4 books in a bag yesterday for $1.
How long does that run?
I'm not sure. I know that the carts were pretty full yesterday. I mean, if people come and picked it over, but go and take a look, see if there's something you want.
Maybe they should put the audio-video material in there and clear that out.
There are some CDs I saw on the cart. Not a lot, but go take a look.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right.
Fireworks time.
Fireworks. So, outside of, just looking out your home window, you have the typical locations, Eisenhower Park, you got the big Jones Beach fireworks, you got Long Beach, Massapequa, actually that took place already, so scratch that. You got the Village of East Hills, and coming up July 3rd, again, mentioned Eisenhower Park. You know what, just go to the website and look up the dates that and the locations.
Yep. Okay, Reesters, how we doing?
Reesters, it's all about July 4th, so they have all sorts of cakes. I don't know, Dan.
All the West, the July 4th goodies you could be looking for. Not only are they going to have the cakes and the cookies and all sorts of stuff, they're going to be open on July 4th. It's slightly limited hours. I think it's, I don't remember, maybe 6 to 3. They're certainly closing at 3 o'clock, something like that. But you can go in on Friday and still pick some stuff up. They are going to be closed on Saturday the 5th, so make your plans accordingly.
All right. So, Norm, I think that's going to wrap it up. Sorry for all the phone. I should have shut my phone off. If I was going to school, I wouldn't even have my phone, and we could have done the whole podcast without any interruption.
I'm locking yours in the locker next week.
Yeah. So, listen, everyone have a great July 4th, and we'll see you next week.
Stay safe.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Please be sure to visit our sponsors, Spiegel Law PC, Tiffany Dry Cleaners, and Reester's Bakery. To find out more or to reach out to us, come visit us on social media at Facebook and Instagram, or visit our website at westhempsteadecho.com.